What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Lynn here with another installment of Interviewing a Gamer, and today we have the Old Dirty 33. What is up, Dirty?
What's going on, Lynn? What's going on, YouTube? You see the face. You used to see the turntable. Now we about to get into it.
There you go. All right, for those of you who may not know, to those that are new to this segment that I have here on my channel, this is called Interviewing a Gamer. This is basically a segment where I ask each gamer that I interview 10 questions. Everyone is asked the exact same 10 questions, and they will answer them. And you will be surprised to see the difference in the answers that people give. So if this is your first viewing of this segment, be sure to check out the others. You can find that on my channel. They are in a playlist. So we're going to go ahead and get started with Interviewing a Gamer here with the Old Dirty 33. So Dirty, I would like for you to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the community what you would like to tell them in reference to your channel, what your channel is about, things of that nature, and then we'll get started.
Oh, okay. Well, for those who don't know me, I just call myself Dirty, Old Dirty. But my channel is the Old Dirty 33. Basically, I used to talk about gaming and stuff on there, but now I'm more of doing just unboxing of games and movies. I want to get back to doing like news and stuff. Basically, when like good news come out. So basically, hopefully with the NX, this Sony 4.5, PlayStation 4, and if Microsoft is doing some stuff, then I'll probably start going back doing, more news. I'm a gamer. I've been gaming for a very long time. I love music. I have a music channel on YouTube. If you want to go and check that out, it's DirtyVinylPlay. Just basically, I collect, vinyl records, play them, listen to them. I make beats as well in my spare time. So, if I'm bored or whatever, pull out my laptop, I put some beats together. So that's basically what I like to do. And work. That's about it. The three things: work, play, and music.
There you go. That's awesome. All right, so we will start with question number 1. So, Dirty, what brings you to YouTube?
What brought me to YouTube was just seeing the community a couple of years back. People that was actually, talking about gaming, all type of thing. Anything about gaming related, I was kind of fascinated because I'm like, oh, okay, YouTube is pretty cool. So I decided to join the community because I like talking about gaming and I love interacting with other people, you know. So that's how I actually got into YouTube because of video games. Just seeing people um, just talk about the different consoles they like or the different type of games they like or the dislikes that they like, So it was a few people that I actually start to see on here when I first came. I think one was like Shokio. I
Mm-hmm.
remember seeing him, subscribing to him. Um, a couple of years back, Zaire, I remember seeing him, but I like more of him because he was more like a comedy. You know what I'm saying? I can kind of relate to him a little bit on the goofy side, but yeah, just a couple of people, you know, that I like listening to about gaming, and also just the aspect of them, just goofing around with gaming is that, not taking them too serious. But
Okay.
I want to put my input, so people can hear me and what I think about gaming and so forth, because I mean, this is what we all like to do. This is our hobby.
Mhm. Okay. So, what is your ultimate goal here on YouTube?
Well, my ultimate goal would probably have like, like a big subscribe base, but I know it's going to take, hard work to do that. So I'm not really pushing myself to do that, especially like on the gaming side, because after being on YouTube for so long with the gaming, I actually see how gaming, some of the community people in the gaming are starting to go. And I don't want to go that way. I don't want to go in a negative way to talk about another company or to
Mhm.
bash the console that I don't own or never played, because I call myself a gamer because I like to play everything. If
Mhm.
it's something that interests me, I don't care if it's on a cell phone, I'm going to download it and play it.
Yeah.
Um, the same thing with consoles. If it's something that's on one specific console that I know I can't get on the other two or the other one, guess what? If I want it that bad enough, I'm going to get it. So there's no need for me to go into the crumb side, as like they like to say, of YouTube. You know, it's just not me. So it's like, if I want to get those subscribe base, maybe it's certain things I have to do, but those are things I don't want to do. I'd rather do it the correct way for people to come to my channel and see that they can get the truth and not just lies and so forth that you usually get from, majority of the YouTubers here in the community.
Okay. So we know that you're a gamer and that you're passionate about gaming. Tell us something that we may not know.
Something that you did not know, how heavy I am into music and to actually making music. Um, I just got back into, like making music, making beats and stuff like that. I had kind of left it alone for a while, but now I'm back into it. And that's a lot of things that people don't really know here in
Mhm.
the community about me. So that'll be one of the things that people really don't know is, I really love good music, not just any music, good music. and yeah, I mean that's about it. It's nothing too surprising, that you will be shocked that I do. You know what I'm saying? But I think music is being one of them, actually making music.
Okay. So let's see. The next one is do you feel that it's important to finish games 100%?
Um, no, not really. And I say that because I usually don't finish game 100%. And when you say 100%, I think about um, since we have trophies and achievements, then you really don't finish a game 100% unless you do everything um, that they put into the game for you to do, like achievements, like find a black hole. Like if I stumble up on it in the game and unlock it, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But me just going through the game, going through the story, beat the game, that's what I call 100%. But nowadays it's more of 100% means you're finding every nook and cranny and you got like platinum. That's 100% to me. So I mean, you really don't have to do 100%. I mean, as long as you beat the game and you enjoyed the story, you enjoy beating it, then that's all that really matters. I rarely go back to try to complete a game 100%. I mean, even
Mhm.
game Mario, where they want you to find every, you know, gold coin.
Mhm.
Out of 10, I'm not going back to find no more gold coins. I done beat the story, so that's
Okay.
it.
Well, I guess you just answered the next question of are you a trophy hunter? Why or why not?
Um, no, I'm not a trophy hunter. I do like to get them. Don't get me wrong.
Mhm.
But after I beat a game, I may go to the list and look to see what else that I didn't get. And if I feel like, nah, I don't want to go back through this game, or certain levels I don't want to go back, going back to play,
Mhm.
it's like, I can care less. But whatever trophies I got from beginning to the end of the game, I'm happy with.
Okay.
So being 100%, trophy hunter, nah, it really doesn't matter.
Okay. So what do you feel is more important? Hardware, software, or sales, and why?
Wait a minute, say that again.
What do you feel is more important? Hardware, software, or sales, and why?
Software. because to me, you can have the best hardware on the market. If you don't have software, you got nothing. You really don't have anything to play.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, I don't care how powerful or how weak your system is. If developers are giving you good games for what they can make on that console, then you're going to enjoy it. Now, if you give me a console that's the most powerful, but I'm not getting any good games, then
Mhm.
what's the use of owning the most powerful system? And I really don't get no games, but on this console over here that's weaker, I'm getting some of the best games.
Okay.
So it had to me, it'd be sales. I mean, not sales, software.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on the gaming community of today?
What's my thought on gaming media today?
Gaming
Um,
community.
the gaming
Media.
community.
Yeah.
I want to say majority of them suck. I think so. I think social media has really messed up gaming as a whole. I mean, you have people now that they come out of their caves and they have a voice now because in the real world nobody's listening to them because they're idiots. But in a keyboard, social media, you have people that'll listen to you. No matter how dumb you sound, people will still listen and follow you. So now these same people that so-called game has a voice. And now they have people that listen to them. And now they have followers. And now those followers are repeating the exact same thing that their leader is saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to me, social media has really messed up the community, and you just have some people in the community that really don't game. They
Mhm.
probably game, casual. You know what I'm saying? But they push themselves to game more so they can be in this community because they know people do listen to them and they do have followers and they have a big subscribe base. So that's what keep them motivated and to keep coming back. Because I look at most of them and be like, you really don't game. You probably enjoy it, but you really don't game. You
Mhm.
doing it, you get attention here in the community on social media. If there was no social media, I'm pretty sure they probably be doing something else. So not everyone in the gaming community on YouTube, I think, sucks or crap, but it's a big majority that I see that that really messes up the community, and
Mhm.
it gets ooh sometimes where I don't want to do YouTube or I want to pull away from because I have no problem of pulling away from YouTube. Even though I have a small subscribe base, I still love and enjoy those people that's there and that still come and look at my content, even when I put something up, even if it's in a couple of weeks or a month or a couple of months expand where I haven't did anything and I do put something up, that they still come and watch and even comments, you know what I'm saying? So um, I still enjoy that, just that my small base that I have, I enjoy just like if I had 30,000
Mhm.
people. So, but yeah, it's a lot of crap in this community.
I agree. So, what are your thoughts on the future of gaming?
Ooh, my thoughts on the future. I see it going. I see it kind of going different ways. I mean, you can see it now. I think what the gaming is trying to do is trying to get us more into digital,
Mhm.
and they want to try and get rid of physical. So if they can just do digital, that's what I'm kind of seeing now. The era of trying to just go digital only. I wouldn't like that because I like my physical. Um, it's just it's to me it's they throw a lot at us, at one time, and it's a lot of stuff that I'm not happy with, especially with gaming. But I look at um, they're trying to pull us into an era kind of early.
Mhm.
I think they want to get rid of digital. I mean, physical and just go with digital. So it's it's kind of a toss up of like like what gaming, what they want to do with gaming with us as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see it so different because I mean, even though there's three companies out there, each company is trying to do something different. So it's kind of hard to tell like where they trying to pull us, but I do kind of see them pulling us towards that digital era because everything else is digital, music, movies, so I think that we'll be heading there next.
Okay. So, retro or current gen, and why?
Ooh, retro or current? Hmm. From what I'm playing right now in this generation, I like it, but I can for right now I could say maybe retro because from what we're getting now, supposedly these supposed to be the best consoles on the market or whatever. We're not getting that variety of game that we used to get back in the day. You know,
Mhm.
from the NES to the Xbox 360. We're not getting those different genres like we used to. It's like now this generation is completely just shooters. Everything is shooters, shooters, shooters. Um, there's nothing but realism, realism, realism. There's no more fantasy. You know what I'm saying? In these type of games. And I said it in a podcast yesterday. It's like these gamers, especially in YouTube, because someone asked why developers don't make certain games. You know why developers don't make certain games? One, it costs money. Two, they know that most people is not going to buy it because of the way it looks. When you come out with a different art style, people don't like that. Most people that I see in the community don't like different art styles. They want the most realistic looking game ever. They don't want anything like a cell shaded graphics. They don't want a cartoony graphics. They don't want nothing too colorful. It got to be like three, four colors. That's white, brown, black, and gray. That's all they want. And that's why we are getting so many, this generation, we are getting so many games that look the same, that
Mhm.
play the same, because developers know, okay, if majority of these games are not selling as well, like they would think it's supposed to sell, then just imagine them putting out a game that doesn't look realistic. That's not violent. And most gamers today, they want stuff that's violent. They want to have some type of gun, sword, a hammer, something in their hand where they can draw blood when they play the game. Blood, they don't have violence, they don't got no cursing in it. They don't want to play it. They don't want to spend their money on it. And that's what's sad today, especially listening to certain people in the gaming community.
Mhm.
That's how people are going. If it don't look this way, I don't want to play it because it hurts their manhood. So
Oh, what? Okay. Okay. So, final question. Is there anything else that you would like to add? Like anything you want to say to the gaming community? Anything you have, on your heart to say? Um, just thoughts in general.
yeah, most of the people in YouTube, you suck. You bring down the community, you bring down gaming because I know people had a preference. Don't get me wrong. Everybody had a preference. Okay. Now, if you prefer one console and you can only afford one console, or you just like one console, leave that console as that. You know what I'm saying? Why make videos? Why go to other people's channels just to say something because they like a console different than yours? You know what I'm saying? It's like you had this back and forth feud on who's better, who can do 1080p. You know what I'm saying? Who got the strongest hardware? But at the end of the day, we have no games. We got games that's incomplete that's coming out. We had games that's glitchy that's coming out. We got games on the PC that don't work day one, and they still don't work today, and it's been a year later. And these are things that the people in the community that don't talk about. And then when you do have the people that talk about this stuff, you have people that tell them, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it. That's true. If I don't like it, I'm not going to buy it. But at the same time, you're going to buy it because you want that game, because that's your favorite company that makes that game. But most people are scared to come out and say anything bad about their console. They always update console like it's the best thing in the world. There's nothing wrong with it, but they ready to bash the other consoles. And the stuff that needs to be talked about, they don't talk about it in the community. They rather go back and forth with each other on visuals, stupid stuff. And then at the end, when we get fucked over, it's like nobody's there to say anything. Nobody wants to say anything about anything. Nobody wants to say nothing about Capcom. How can you sell us a game that's like 25% complete, but we have to wait for the rest of it whenever you want us to have it? You know what I'm saying? What about last generation when they did the same thing with Tekken Cross Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where the DLC was actually locked on the disc? So you telling me I have to pay you $10 in order for you to unlock those characters that's already on my disc when I could just play the game, grind through the game to unlock them myself? Like nobody in this community talks about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's always your console can only do 900p. Ha 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 ha. Like, who cares? I don't care if my console can only do 900p. I don't care if it can only do 720p. As long as the software is there and I'm enjoying the software, the games that they put out, that's all that matters. But you got so many people in this community that are just so dumb. Like I said, nobody listens to them in the real world. So they have to come to social media to have a voice and to say the stupid stuff that nobody listens to in the real world. So when you're an idiot in the real world, you can come here to social media and people think you're like the smartest person on earth. Like, and they will follow you. And this is what messing up the community. Instead of us just coming as together as a whole to speak on certain things and stop all this, my PlayStation is the best, or my Xbox is the best, or I only like Wii U. We are gamers at the end of the day, and we enjoy playing games. And that's the only thing I be trying to say. Like, we all should be coming together when it's time to come together. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just bashing this and bashing that, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, these same people that bash consoles, I guarantee you at the end of the day, they own the same console. Because you know why? They supposed to be gamers. And when you're a gamer, you usually want to play everything. And I know sometimes most people can't afford two consoles. I understand that. Most people don't want two consoles or more. I can understand that. But for the people that wants to play different type of consoles, different type of games, handhelds, they're going to go out and get it. And I'm one of them. So it doesn't matter what Nintendo got over here. If it's something that I like, that I see Nintendo doing, then guess what? I'm going to get that console. Something Microsoft doing, they got, I can only get from them, I'm going with Microsoft. And the same thing with Sony. And the same thing with the handhelds. But you got most people that's just, they need attention. Like, these people in YouTube really need attention because they don't get attention at home. They don't get attention in the real world. That's why I say they come to social media, and social media just fucks up everything. It messes up gaming. I'm pretty sure if you go to videos like movies, it's probably messed up there. You know what I'm saying? Just people just going back and forth over dumb stuff when the stuff that needs to be said that come to light, everybody hush up and they off the camera. They ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? They won't say nothing. If it's something they company doing that they love that's doing something bad, it's all of a sudden they on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Then they come back like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, majority of these people, in the YouTube gaming community are just idiots. And I come to find that out as I, keep watching them, because some of them, they really contradict themselves. If you really listen to them, they really contradict themselves, because you can hear something that they say this week, and maybe a month or two later, they saying something else. Like, wait a minute, you just said that you don't like this. This is garbage. But now you're saying that this game is okay, and you play like, wait a minute, and I just, I'm the person when I'm watching your video, I'm listening. I'm
Mhm.
not listening to catch you up on something. I just pay attention. But then when you say something that kind of ring a bell, I'm like, wait a minute, didn't you just say you didn't do that? Then I'm like, okay, most of these people are on here just for attention. So
Mhm.
yeah, I done ramble long enough about these people because I start to get upset because you have so many people that will get misled by these these idiots. You know what I'm saying? And they listen to these idiots, and then they say the exact same thing that these idiots are saying. You know, it's just like when I was going to get the Xbox One. Um, I was trying to decide which one I was going to get first. I knew I was going to get both of them, but I didn't know which one I wanted to get first because I already had the Wii U. So I'm like, you know what? I got more friends on the PlayStation 4 that I can play games with. Then I get the Xbox One later. Going to GameStop, the guy was like, yeah, how can I help you? I said, you know what? You got any more PlayStation 4? He said, yeah. I said, let me get one. He's like, okay, let me go in the back. A guy right beside me, he was like, man, that's a good choice. I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, man, that's a good choice. I was like, yeah, I was trying to figure out which one I wanted first. I didn't know if I wanted to get the Xbox or the PlayStation first. He's like, oh, don't get that Xbox, man. It's garbage. Oh my God, it's terrible. I'm like, really? He was like, yeah, man. He's like, you want the right choice, the PlayStation. So I'm like, so you got one? You got an Xbox? Nah, I don't got no Xbox. How the fuck you gonna tell me it's garbage then? It's people like this that mess up the community. Never played nothing in their life, but will swear that this machine is terrible. You know what I'm saying? I looked at him like, dude, if you don't get out my face, man, you tell me all the gripes and shit about the Xbox, but when I say, oh, you got one, you played it? Oh no, I ain't never played it. What you gonna tell me it's stuff? I'm done. Finished. I'm getting upset. Gotta put sweet talk in my mouth now because they pissing me off now.
Yeah. Okay. Are you sure you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Those were some really interesting answers to those questions. That's awesome. So, I guess that's it. So, we're going to go ahead and end this segment of interviewing a gamer here, and I'll have you, Dirty, to again, let people know where they can find you, and yeah, and I guess we'll go ahead and end here. And thank you for agreeing to do this segment of interviewing a gamer. It's been awesome, and
Uh,
yeah, so
right, well, thank you, Liam, for taking out the time, to interview me on your episode. But yeah, if you want to follow me on YouTube, you can. Like I said, the old Dirty 33. If you want to go over to my music channel, where I show my vinyls, my records, stuff that I pick up from hip hop to R&B to soul, classic, dusties, whatever, jazz, you name it. I usually find pick up and I show it. You can go there to my channel called Dirty Vinyl Play. That's on the music side of YouTube, where we don't fuss and fight what band is the best band. You know what I'm saying? We just listen to their fucking music and be happy.
you a mess. You are a mess. All right, guys, I will leave links to both of Dirty's channels down below. Be sure to follow him here on YouTube. And while you're here, if you are not a subscriber, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well, because there are more segments coming to this channel. Yeah, and there's more things coming, and you want to be in on that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you yourself would like to be on interviewing a gamer, be sure to leave me a comment. Let me know. I release these videos every Monday. So yeah, if you want to be on interviewing a gamer, let me know. Hit me up either here in the comments section. As you see on the screen, you can follow me on all social networks at iPod One Reviewer. That includes Facebook as well as Twitter. So if you want to hit me up on Twitter, you can do that as well. So yeah, until next time, guys, you guys take care. Be safe. Peace out.